Good afternoon. Hopefully you can hear me well. I'm back with another Just Chatting stream. I'm hoping that some of you are just clocking out of work, clocking into your apps and saying hello, because I love when you're all here to chat with me. So good afternoon. I have my energy drink ready because you know that this helps me chat my booty off more than I already do. But yeah, excited to be here once again, getting to know you. Hi, good afternoon. Almost good evening, really, right? Because it's already 5, so, but I'm here. These are cool. I like doing these a lot because then, like, we're right in front of each other. We're right, like, here. I'm in your face, getting to know you, not just in between sets. Chopping it up, chatting it up. Today, we did the gym a little bit late, which I won't do too often. I won't do it that late too often because then a lot of you are busy. So not a lot of you can join. You can always watch the replay, but you can't join in the moment because a lot of you are, just clocked in, doing what you got to do, running around, whatever. But I'm hoping some of you have some downtime right now, scrolling by me or hitting that notification of IronNori is live. Thank you, Bernie. Happy to be back. It's 2:03 in Arizona. Okay. Well, Eastern Standard Time, it is 5 p.m., 5:03 now. Thank you. You said, how do you get buff? How do you get buff? There's a lot to it. Food, consistency with lifting, all the above. There's a lot to it. But consistency is one, right? And lifting heavier and heavier over time is another, which is that progressive overload. That's all part of it. It's all part of the process. How are we doing though? How's everybody's day going? I love that I'm seeing those badges now. With the channel memberships. I love the badges. I think they're so cool. I gotta put up more badges. Thank you. I can't. But yeah, how's everybody's day? I work again today, but today I work a little bit later. So if we're in the chat and we're showing love, the longer we're in the chat showing love, the longer I will stay live to hang out. So hopefully we can stay for a couple hours or something. Who knows? All depends on y'all, to be honest. Thank you. But yeah, so today I work at 9 p.m. Yesterday, I guess we were technically both the openers because we came in at the same time. There was 2 bartenders on yesterday. I'm not looking to go on vacation right now. I need to stay locked in. I need to be on live streaming and motherhood and chasing that bag like we all should be, to be honest. TBH. But yeah, yesterday was cool. I'm excited to work again today and make more money. Yes. But yeah, take a sip of my Celsius so I can get more chatty. You're back. Welcome back. Love to hear. No, I wouldn't even feel right being on vacation. I really wouldn't. I would not be. No. There's too much to do. What am I doing dressed up? This is dressed up to you? You think I look dressed up? I'm not. Bueno, if you think I'm dressed up or that I look cute, I look cute for you, for all of you, for my mans. You're my mans. What do you mean? Remember? We're all together. Together forever. Together forever. Hi. I know. Thank you that was awesome. I love that you did that. With the level 2 memberships, right? So more like very small group lives and random lives. Like I'll stream randomly when I'm at work. I'll stream random. So bartending behind the bar. When basically we're all on a date together. I'll stream just when I'm like out and about doing whatever. I could be cleaning. I could be, yeah. So channel memberships, like you just see more of me. That you get the special badges, like Brittany's badge here, right? What else? You get priority just replies. Any type of like, if you're, hello, Nori, hello. Number one at the top of my list when I'm reading stuff is, of course, channel members. So 100% become a channel member. It's totally worth it. Thank you for subbing. Yay. I love seeing all of you too. Thank you for saying you love seeing me. It makes me happy that you love seeing me because I'm nothing without all of you. So, yes. But yes, talk to me. How are we doing? How's our day going? As I said, so I did a late gym live today, and it was a home one because I worked late yesterday. Alex, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning. No, good afternoon for you because you're like 3 hours behind. Um, but you just got off work. God bless. Let me see. But yeah, the latest I'll start to do the gym lives after a night that I worked. It's gonna be like 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the latest that I'll start to do it because today I tried like 1 o'clock and it was a little slower, and I want as many of you to be able to join as possible. So I'm gonna keep doing times that work for everybody, for more and more people can join and be a part of the fun. But yeah, if you're new, don't forget to sub. This live right now is a just chatting live, right? But I'm a gym live streamer, so I stream my workouts. I talk you through my lifts, right? Through the techniques that I use, my form, how to play with the weights, like just how to lift, right? How I see my results so far, slowly but surely. And then we talk a bit about like nutrition and things like that, and all in between time sets because my thing is to push gym etiquette to the max. I know that you most there's not even like, oh, maybe. No, you most definitely, if you're in the gym and you're in a gym that allows people to record, you see a bunch of tripods everywhere. You see people with their phones recording themselves, cameras, mics, whatever the heck it may be. And I know that sometimes a lot of people don't go about it the right way, but there's a right way to create content. And content creation is not going to stop. And realistically, even if you don't like the cameras around you and stuff like that, you scroll. And when you scroll, what you're seeing in your feed is content creation. So, what I'm getting at here is there's a right way to respect the people around you with a camera, yes, in the gym. Okay? There's a right way to get to the gains and stay in line with yourself and focused on the workout while I still stream in the gym. And how we do that, right, is timing our sets for we're not losing the pump, right? Because if I'm losing my pump and I'm taking too long of a break between sets, then what the fudge am I really doing? Like I'm not going to see any benefit from my workout. It's a waste of my time. I shouldn't even be in the gym if I'm not timing the sets, right? If I'm not doing a significant amount of reps, a significant amount of sets, like everything needs to be lined up pretty tightly. Not perfect, because you're not perfect either. If you don't have a camera in the gym, you still scroll. You still take a break to talk to your friend. You still take a break to pick up a phone call, right? You still take a break to text back, right? To look something up, to respond to an email. Okay, so instead of me doing all that, my phone is occupied on a stand with y'all talking to me throughout the workout. And I talk back in between those time sets. That's when I respond to you. So, again, staying focused. And then, of course, respecting the people around me, right? So, the timing the sets is for the pump, right? Keep that intact. And from not hogging machines. I know that's another issue that people mention or like talk about, right? In the gym with the cameras is that, oh my God, like this freaking content creator, this freaking dumb with a camera is hogging the machine. They've been on the machine for like 20 minutes. That's incorrect. You're correct to complain about it because the person is not respecting the people around them and everybody's time other than their own. They're actually not even respecting their own time because they're not going to see gains from taking too long on a machine and taking too long to do one workout, right? One movement. So you should be timing the sets to not hog the machine, no tripods on machines, right? Anytime you're on live with me while we're in the gym, you're going to see that once in a while, like you'll catch my eyes look like kind of catching on to somebody trying to like move around me. And I will look to make eye contact with them and I'll say, hey, if I'm in your way at any point, please let me know. Because, you know, the priority is the workout, everybody's workout. It's not to it's not to look for attention. It's not to just stream. The streams are meant to be motivational, positive, and informative, and I make sure of that. But simultaneously respecting the people around me and the rules and regulation of the gyms, right? Because I have permission from these owners at these facilities, luckily, to record. But I have certain rules that I have to follow, right? As somebody who has that, is given that privilege. And if I don't follow those rules, then that can be taken away at any point. So but yeah, usually it's the gym lives. That's what I've started with. That's what I love to do. That's what over the years I say it. Um, at times I say the story of just I started on TikTok and somebody just was a female that recommended that I stream my workouts, and I did it once and I was like, ooh, I don't like this. People were making fun of my pull-ups in the chat. And I said, I don't think I'm gonna do this again. I don't like it. And then a few weeks later, I tried it again, and we kind of just went from there. We went from there, and I've gotten better at communicating, how I communicate the things that I say, the way that I present myself, the vibes that I bring. Right, I've matured over the years. Uh, I've just I've learned to connect and how to connect more over time through these streams with my audience. And I like where we're at now. I'm never done growing, but we've definitely grown over the years with the streaming and how we move and the things that we say and all that jazz. So, but yeah, gym lives, gym lives, gym lives. That's what IronNori is known for. That's why we're IronNori, because I like to lift iron. But yeah, so if you're here, definitely stick around for these Just Chatting lives. But all in all, we love fitness here, and that's what this channel started as and will continue to be. But now that we just have more of you that kind of enjoy talking to me, then I'll do some of these sometimes too. All right, now that I went on that rant, let's read some comments. Sorry. Okay. All right. Alex 39.7. Hey, let's see. Let's see. So what I'm gonna do is so right now it's 5:15. 5:15. If we get 2 new channel members by 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will stay another hour. That's how we're going to do it today. I would love to hit 40K before the end of the stream. If we can, that would be really nice, but we'll see. All right, so let's see. Alex reminded us, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and then gifting channel memberships and super chats also help support this channel 100%. As I've told you before, my end goal is to produce certain products, build a rapport with y'all, and have you take interest in whatever those products are. But in the meantime, and to get to that goal, the support here is helpful, 100%. For then I can be live more often and we can continue to get to those end goals, right? All right, let me see. You wish you were as extroverted as me? I've always been pretty outspoken and stuff, but the thing with being extroverted, Brittany, is just that it allows you to kind of have a big mouth, and then you just have to hopefully mature over time with that big mouth. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm outspoken. I know how to stand my ground and how to speak up, but my delivery is what needed some tweaking over the years, right? Like most. When you're a little bit more quiet, you don't really say too much. So I've learned to, okay, I can still do this, but let's do it calmly, constructively, But yeah, I've always been pretty ADHD. Let me see what are the comments. Will we get notified when you check oh yeah, so at Drone, I don't know if your notifications are not on, then I would turn them on now. But I think, yeah, you should. Let me see what else we said. Okay, read some more comments. Let me see what else. You said my voice is absolutely mesmerizing. It's so endearing and sweet. Your personality shows through your voice. Ay, tan lindo. Thank you, Jerome. That was nice. That was very nice. Some people like my voice and some people don't. But it's my voice, so. But I know it's a little deeper than some women. But I was born a woman, just in case you're wondering. Thank you for the gift. Let me see what else. Let me read. When did you get interested in working out, and what motivated you to do it? So, Drone, basically, the summer before my sophomore year of college, don't know, that was like early 2014, 2015, somewhere in there. I took interest in, I was always like fast metabolism, lean, but I took interest in just having, at that time, as a young girl, right, in having abs. I wanted abs. I was thin, but I didn't have abs. So I decided to cut out a significant amount of dairy products, right? Cut out milk, very light on the cheese whenever I would go to eat anything, and I cut out bread. And then I did a lot of cardio. And as not all, but as most women start when they first take interest in the gym, it was just about my look, and it wasn't even about being strong or being like muscular or anything at the beginning. And then over the years, that changed. I evolved over time. So, but yeah, that was that. And then since then, just like in and out phases of being in the gym, being out of the gym, not 100% knowing what I was doing all the time, like most of us. That's how we start. And I before I had my now 3 year old, I started to take some interest in, like, I would squat, right? I started to squat heavy. I would only go to like 135 pounds though. That's the heaviest I would go. Now my personal record that I haven't squat a barbell in over a year, 100% over a year at a minimum. Because I've explained that with the powerlifting thing, when I did that for the 6 to 8 months that I did it, it's just those movements, right? The squat, bench, deadlift, SBD, right? Because you're heavy lifting, the breaks between the sets are longer. So the workouts are so consumed by just that. And that's powerlifting. It's very strength focused. Like when you go to compete, you're lifting weight, you're squatting weight, and that's how you get scored on how much you do, how. So over time it's like, okay, now that I'm out of that, I don't want the entire workout to be that. I want to isolate. I want to focus on the hypertrophy of my glutes. I want to focus on the hypertrophy of my calves. I want to do more than just focus on strength and because when with powerlifting, it's like you're so strength focused. You're not focused on sculpting out your body the way you want it to look. Specifically, me for branding purposes online, right? So it got to a point where, okay, I'm not powerlifting anymore. I want to isolate and grow the sections of my body that I want to grow to give myself the look that I want to use to brand myself online. So, yeah, phases and phases and phases of life and fitness. Just things have changed over the years and evolved. All right, let me see. What else are we seeing here? But I've been into fitness for like, I don't know, 11 years, something like that. How much can I bench press? Not a lot. The most I've bench pressed, like when I was actually powerlifting, I've said it, I think it was like 85 pounds for like two. I never hit 100 for sure. Maybe 90? I don't know. But it wasn't anything serious. I didn't get up there with my bench. I got up there with my squat for the most part. I've said that weighing in at about between 115 and 120. Somewhere in there is where my body weight was. I squatted 205 pounds for 2 repetitions. So that's a significant amount. That's almost twice my weight at that point for 2 repetitions. And that was a cool day. I remember that day. I was in that gym that I told the story about, where you would get charged if you didn't re-rack your weights. I hit that PR at that gym, because that gym, I was there when I was like really getting into powerlifting, and it was a powerlifting gym. It was a Tough Mudder gym. It was a strongman gym. It was all these like different types of things. Tough Mudder is more of like I was thinking more strongman. That's more of like an event rather than like, okay, you do strongmans, you do CrossFit, let me see what else we're talking about. Once again, yes, Alex, thank you for continuing to remind us. Like, subscribe, and then gifting and channel memberships as well as super chats help support the stream. Okay. Let me see. How's your health and fitness journey affected your mental health? Wow, that's a good question, Brittany. So basically, uh, it just you feel the difference. I feel the difference when I don't lift. I feel more down. I feel less energized. my mental health journey, right? Like many, some people's mental health is kind of more on the strong side, where they kind of don't have a choice but to be on medication, and others they can kind of pick and choose if they want to. They can kind of go without it, and they got to look at their pros and cons. But me, I'm on kind of like more towards, yeah, I looked at the pros and cons, but I am on medication, so that helps. But working out, it just pushes it through even further in a positive way, for me to be more on task and more energized, and combining, talking as much as I like to talk, with talking about fitness, and how much I enjoy it, and sharing that with all of you. So streaming and the fitness is just, that makes me really happy. So with that said, like if there's a day where I don't stream, and I don't do a gym live, I'm definitely more down, than if I was on live with y'all, like having a good time, pushing those positive vibes through the screen the way that I like to do, and getting our lift in together. I love when, I can't believe that, like, a few people would tell me on TikTok here and there, but now more so, like a handful or so of you, or more than that, kind of, have told me that you actually work out with me when I'm working out in the morning, and that's so like crazy amazing to me that I motivate you that much. That makes me really happy. So I love to hear that. Let me see. What else are we saying here? Thank you for the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see. What's up, what's up, what's up? What up, Cody? I just saw your comment now. Let me see. Alex is reminding the chat to please not spam. Yes. You said certified real one. I truly like how you articulate with your words. Thank you so much. Very nice. Thank you so much. That was so nice. Were you ever into gymnastics? Drone, no, I was not. I think, yeah, I don't think, I know, I just remembered when I was little, I did a little bit of cheerleading. Oh, and then when I was little, like, no, not little until maybe like age 10, or, yeah, because I think by 12, 13, I was horseback riding. By like 8, 9, 10, I from like little until then, I did dance. And that just reminded me of a funny story. So I've told y'all that I've lived in Puerto Rico twice in my life. Once, when I was a little bit older, right? When I've said that I was 18, I lived out there for a summer with, one of my dad's aunts, and that I worked out there. And I lived in Bayamon, and I worked in Plaza Las Americas, and I did a transfer from the Hollister and Abercrombie in Massachusetts to the Abercrombie, the only Abercrombie that there was or is in Plaza Las Americas, and then I worked out there for a summer. The only other time that I lived in Puerto Rico was when I was, I think it was 8. I think I did. Mom asked me at that age, and I said I don't want to go to school out here, so she homeschooled me for like 6 months, 7 months, something like that. But when I was out there, right, we were living in Dorado. We actually lived in very nice, because it was like a long term, business trip that my dad had at the time. My dad he studied computer science, so he's like computer engineer, IT, all that stuff, and he's been with the same company for a very long time. So when I was that age, he had like a long term. He traveled a lot, but for that one we moved for a little bit to Puerto Rico. So about 8 months or so, we're living in hotels, and then finally we get to this house in Dorado that they rented. And when we were there, my mom was like, "Now that we're settled somewhere, do you want to do dance again?" And I said, "Sure, we can do that. I'm with it. I love doing dance, so let's do it." She's like, "Okay, I call this place, whatever. I'm gonna sign you up, and then your first class is this day." So I remember I was like, I want to say I was 8. I was 8 or 9. So my mom signed me up for these, dance classes in Puerto Rico when I'm living out there, and I remember she dropped me off. I remember walking up, because it was like a second floor, like a second, like, how like, um there'll be, I don't know, you think of like a business downstairs, and then they have like the house upstairs, or I don't know, it was just like some type of like business or apartment building, and then you had to go up the like long stairs up to the top, right? And then once I got up there, I see the instructor, I see there's other girls or whatever. And then, I introduce myself, whatever. And I specifically remember that she starts teaching us a routine. And remember, I'm 8 or 9. I'm 8 or 9. And I see that it's a hip hop routine. This was a hip hop class. We're 8 and 9. And they start. I went home to my mom. And as an 8 or 9 year old, I said to my mom, Mom, that class was too sexual. I didn't like it at all. So I don't want to go back. I literally remember at 8 or 9 telling my mom, I don't like how they were touching themselves. I don't like how they were dancing. I don't want to go back. But yes, so not gymnastics, but I did dance. And then when I was smaller, I think I was like 3 or 4, maybe 5, maybe like from 3 to 6 or 7, we lived in Central Mass, which is where I live now. I live in Central Massachusetts. And because this is a bigger city area, right, the dance companies were more competitive over here than they were when we moved out towards Western Massachusetts. So I tried Western Mass at one point to dance out there. And that experience, I remember that one too. That when I was like 9 or 10, and mom put me in classes, and we went, and these girls my age, 9 and 10, they danced like babies. And I told my mom that. I said, Mom, they dance like, Mommy, like I was dancing like that when I was 4. They don't know what they're doing. I'm telling her this at like 9 or 10 years old. I'm like, I'm not doing this. Like, no, just forget it. Forget it. Because it just wasn't as competitive. But something else I remember from dance too, right? So when I was 4, and I'm taking a lifespan class, and it's talking about how how memories work, and what's the earliest memory that you remember. And I said one memory, but then I remembered, oh shoot, I forgot about that one. When I was 4, I had a dance recital, and it was Mary Poppins themed, right? So we had little hats. There's a picture of me in like a white little like tutu outfit with like blue polka dots and stuff. One of the coolest core memories that I have is from dance. And I literally remember that day and the recital, and specifically being backstage and getting my makeup done at 4 years old. I remember being backstage and getting my makeup done for that recital before we got on the stage. I think that's so cool that I have to have like core memories like that they just impacted you that much from the age of 4. So that's a cool. I have it like a dance memory. But all right, let me read more comments. Thank you for joining. By the way, don't forget to sub. This is the Just Chatting stream, but we do gym lives, baby. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. If I work a Thursday night, you will see me 10:30 on a Friday morning. If I'm adding a Saturday gym live into the week, you will see me, same thing, 10:30 in the morning on a Saturday, okay? But I'll let you know prior to. Okay, let's see what else we're saying. Yes, thank you, Alex, for reminding everybody to please be respectful. Don't forget to sub. All right, let me keep going down to more comments. Are you the only female channel member? Yeah, Brittany, you are. I think so far. Not forever, but yeah, for right now, yeah, you are. Yeah. Hold on, let me see. Let's see what else we have here. Hold on. Let me see. Trying to read more comments. See you at a desk setup. They kick you out of the gym. They did not kick me out of the gym, you freaking caca head. No, the reason I started doing these, right? 1, the gaming lives are on the way. So my brother's building me a PC. That's 1. But 2, the past 2 to 3 weeks, we've done a gym live. I finished the workout, and then I sit in the gym in a corner, and we talk the first few times for an hour, a couple times after for 2. The last time before I decided to do this, to cut the gym live, and then later on in the day do a Just Chatting, is because we were talking in the corner at the gym for 3.5 hours with no less than 100 people in the chat consistently throughout those 3.5 hours. I said, no, I think we're ready for just chatting. I can't be here for we were in there for 6 hours. That's not normal, y'all. I stream, but let's make it make sense. And this is the way that it makes sense, by doing the gym lives and then doing this separately later on at a different time where we just talk one-on-one instead of sitting in the corner, still sweaty, eating snacks because I don't, yeah. I'm like, no, we gotta go. We gotta go. Let me see. Wow, you're so multifaceted. By the way, my wife is from Ponce. Ooh, Ponce, Ponce, y lo demás es parking. Ponce is nice. Ponce is very nice. Let me see. Hi, just keep following your dreams. That's very nice. Everybody should be following their dreams 100%. 100%. Thank you for the compliments. Hold on. Let me see. I'm reading more comments. Do I have implants? I do have implants. I have a breast augmentation. My breasts are 100% fake. Yes. Let me see. Am I natural? Somebody. Okay. So my breasts are not real. And then I have a bit of filler. I have like fuller lips, but this upper lip specifically, it's much smaller when without filler, which is why I chose to do a little bit of that. But in regards to anything else, like the rest of my body, it's a mixture of I've had a baby, my genetics, and the work that I put in the gym. Okay. And the reason I say I've had a baby is because my hips have gotten wider. So that's why I say that. Congrats on my new job. Thank you. On the bartending. Hold on, I'm trying to. Am I bartending tonight? I am. I posted it on my Instagram. If y'all are in the area, I've thought about it. There's security. So if anything crazy was to be, whoa, this is kind of crazy. Security's there. Security. So as long as you chill, pull up to my job. Go right ahead. Pull up. Come spend this money. I'll make you a drink. What do you want? What do you drink? Bourbon? Whiskey bourbon? Or tequila? Or vodka? Or cognac? Yeah? Cognac? Yeah? Honey? A honey and Red Bull? A tequila soda? Hold on. I'm trying to read comments. I'm just kidding. Let me see. Good evening. From Switzerland. Very cool. The bangs aren't fake. Oh my gosh. You wish everything about me was fake, but it's not. Other than the tits and the lips. That's it though. Excuse me. Let me see. My favorite flavor mixed drink to make. So when it comes to a fast-paced bar, like a volume bar like mine, where it's a night scene, there's a lot of people. I'm not like in the mindset nor in the place to just be making craft cocktails. When I am, then my favorite types of drinks are very different. Like I don't mind like getting into old fashions and Manhattans and mojitos and margaritas and espresso martinis and martinis in general, or lemon drops and all these. I like to make those drinks when it's more of a craft cocktail bar, or at the beginning of the shift when it's slower. Yesterday, somebody was ordering strawberry lemon drops, and I do the whole thing. I'm gonna squeeze a few lemons in there, throw some simple syrup. We're gonna put the vodka in there. We're gonna put a little bit of lemonade. I even threw a little bit of sour in there. You have the strawberry puree. I shake it up. I chilled the glass. After I chill the glass, I rim it with a lemon, and then we put the sugar rim all over it, and then I bring over the glass all nice and dressed up for her, and then I pour it in front of her when we have 6 people at the bar, not when we're 5 heads deep and there's literally 75 people in front of me. So it depends, but I do it like I enjoy there's a science. That's why it's mixology. There's a science to making specific drinks, and there's sometimes different ways to make them, and different ways that people like the same drink though, different recipes. But like I came in contact with a few very talented and like bartenders that have won awards for how good they are at what they do. When I was working in Miami and Fort Lauderdale, I came into contact with a lot of people. And as I've told y'all before, when it comes to your craft, become a sponge, right? Around people that know more or have more experience than you, right? Because that's how you'll get better at your craft. So I learned, when I was in Florida, I learned so much from so many bartenders about so many different techniques. and things to do behind the bar and how to do them. That is just, it was, yeah. I love bartending. It's another one of my crafts, but most definitely, as I've told y'all before, it's a good skill to have in your skill set, right? Of belt, like your little belt of tools. But it's something that, it should be something that you fall back on, or it should be something that you're doing it, but you're doing it while working towards something else. It shouldn't be a long-term thing, because the type of environments I've told y'all before, whether it's just a bar in a restaurant, whether it's a full-on club, they're just not healthy environments to be in. You're constantly surrounded by people that are just not always in the best mental place, right? Or under the influence. And then if they came in the best mental place, or not in the best mental place now, you're constantly around alcohol. You're constantly, the place that I work at, they're allowed to smoke nicotine. So you can smoke we sell hookahs, right? So there's constantly tobacco in the air. Like, it just doesn't go away. So I'm just in there with it, like clogging up my, so it's just, you shouldn't be in that long term. But it's definitely, it makes good money. So, but again, temporary, something good, a skill to have that allows you to, make a living or pay bills while working towards something else, which is what I'm doing. Okay. Let me see what else we're talking about. You said you're in New York? No, I'm in Massachusetts. Tequila Paloma from Cali. Much love. Have a great day. I got you. I got the grapefruit juice. I got the limes. I got you. The soda water. Palomas are good. Let me see. You know how to make? Yes, I know how to make drinks. Yes. Thank you, Brittany, for moderating. Let me see what else we have here. Lemon drops. You like lemon drops? I'm not big on the sweet drinks. I'm not. Just because they're gonna mess with my stomach. Yeah, and then if you gotta vomit, you're gonna see that, and it's gonna burn coming up on the way out. Realistically, that's part of what it is. So, Scotch on the rocks. Heard. Let me see. You said facts. I can tell you work in the bar. You move your hands a lot. Boom, 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 boom. Let me see. You lived in a small country town. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure that you've grown from it, though, and that you learn how to defend yourself better. We all have to. It's a tough world out there. I'm going to teach my son that, too. Let's see what else we're talking about. Let me see. Thank you for the gifts. Very nice. You said it's a wild time. It is. Let me see. Smart cookie. Secondhand smoke hurts non-smokers massively. Yeah, unfortunately it does. But again, temporary. Let me see what else you're talking about. You like smoking cigars? Ugh. I've tried. Let's see, for my graduation and for something else. I forgot what it was for. Sorry, guys. My sinuses are weird. I apologize. But I don't know if it's the way I inhaled it, if it's just not meant for me. But I've tried to smoke a cigar and I threw up. Can't do it. You said amaretto sour. You want to know something funny about an amaretto sour? So growing up, whenever we would go to a wedding or a Sweet 15 or any type of event, right? A birthday, a retirement party, I don't know. My parents were not big drinkers, right? And I knew that. But I'm like, oh, every time they go out, they get an amaretto sour. Anytime they step. So I'm like, you know what? When I turned 21 and I was in the club, I was ordering amaretto sours. So if you don't know, now you know, right? That amaretto sours. Amaretto is what they call a cordial. And cordials are meant more for flavoring, right? They're very low in alcohol. So another cordial is like Kahlua. Kahlua, you use them in espresso martinis or a black Russian or a white Russian, either one actually, yeah. Things like that. So they're meant to just add flavor. Bailey's is a cordial. Di Serrano, which is a brand of amaretto, right, is a cordial. What else is a cordial? There's a lot of cordials. Midori. Some people like Midori sours. I feel like they put it in a Joali Randi song. Like, if I guess some Puerto Ricans like Midori sours, I don't understand that. But they're cordials, so they're very, very, very low in alcohol. So it's not that it's a PUSSY drink. It's just like it's just not a strong drink. Like me, if I step out, like I said, a little bit less, just very low sugary side because I don't want it to mess with my stomach. But like I'll do tequila soda splash of usually pineapple, just for it has some flavor to it. Bubbles and sugar, right, are the number one things to bring up your alcohol levels. So like you're gonna get drunk faster if your drink has bubbles or sugar because it pushes the alcohol to your bloodstream faster than anything else. But I just put a little bit of the sugar on top for it doesn't mess with my stomach too much, and then bubbles, of course. So I call those like anything that's like a Captain and Diet or like a vodka soda or like a tequila soda. I call or and then with like a little bit of a juice or whatever, or even if it's not, even if it's just a soda water or tonic, gin and tonic, I call those like soft shots, right? Because it's like you're sipping something on the rocks basically, but instead of letting the ice melt down, you just have some soda water in there. I'm not a shots person. I'm terrible at taking shots. People laugh at me because they'll ask me to take a shot, and then I'll take half of it and I'll make a face like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then I'll put the glass back down and they look at it like, are you serious? You didn't finish the shot? Are you even a bartender? I said, B, listen, just because I'm a bartender doesn't mean I'm good at taking shots, okay? One of my tricks, for those of you that are 21 and older, okay, one of my tricks to take a full shot, right, is ask for three or four or two or three limes, right? Or if the specific bar that you're at has real lime juice, not the fake stuff, not the roses, not the dailies, not none of that fake sugar lime juice or whatever. Real lime juice. Like if they have real lime juice, and sometimes they'll have like gallons of it or whatever. That depends on the spot. If they have real lime juice, you're gonna ask for a shot of lime juice and a shot of tequila, right? And then a full glass, and then you're gonna put the lime juice in the tequila. I've showed multiple other head bartenders that I've had. They're like, oh shoot, because it's as long as you don't mind sour, it's easier to take the shot. You just got I drench it in lime juice. Drench it in lime juice if they have it, or take limes and drench it in lime juice, baby, and it'll go down smoother. Just very sour. That's all. Let's see. How do you choose your moderators? Oh, Drone, I'm sorry, you are a newer channel member. Channel members are moderators. I have a few older moderators that are not channel members, maybe like two or three, just because they still pop in a lot, and I haven't taken that away. But normally, everybody that's if you want to be a channel member, if you want to be a moderator, you have to be a channel member. That's how I do it. Let me see. What are we talking about here? I don't know what that means. I have a son. Yes, you can't tell. Thank you. Yeah, my baby's 3. Mm-hmm. You're not supposed to inhale cigars. I don't know how to smoke cigars. I don't want to know how to smoke cigars. I'm all set. We're just gonna skip it as a whole. Because somebody said to me the other day, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I can do some hookah. I'm gonna do some hookah next weekend, and I can do but that's it. Nope. Let me see. A White Russian is fire. My grandmother used to like White Russians. It's just the dairy, because you put cream in there. I'm okay. I'm all set with the dairy. That's all. Like I said, tequila soda splash of pineapple, please. Good afternoon. I always said good morning. I almost said it. I almost did. Don't forget to sub if you're new. Thank you, Drone, for saying that I'm so intelligent. I appreciate you. Let me see. Damn, you said I'm drunk? I'm not drunk. Oh, this one's just, sorry, it's just a troll. Let me not read the troll comments. Let's get rid of that. Good afternoon, good evening. I don't really drink, however, you're mentioning some drinks I always liked. Amaretto sour and a Long Island. So I didn't really drink at that, right? I'm 21 at that time. My parents were not drinkers. So I would do amaretto sours when I was first 21. Now, a Long Island. If we don't know what a Long Island is made out of, I'm going to tell you. First of all, we call it a throw-up drink because a Long Island has, depending on, some places will put every liquor in there. But really, I believe it's supposed to be vodka gin, tequila rum. No. Is it? It's vodka gin. It's vodka vodka gin whiskey rum or vodka gin whiskey rum. I believe that's what it's supposed to be. But and then it has sour mix in it, and then you mix that together. And the only reason why it's called a Long Island iced tea, is because the way it looks. Because once you mix it with sour, the last step is to top it off with Coca-Cola or Pepsi. So then you have the Coca-Cola or Pepsi dripping down from the top, right? The top layer coming down. And then you have the sour and the liquors that look like lemonade. So it's the brown lemonade, so it looks like an iced tea. But it has no iced tea in it. It's just sour, those 4 liquors, and topped off with Pepsi or Coke. Let me see. You smoke everything but hookah makes my head spin. That's the point. No, but some people don't like hookah. I get that. It's a lot of smoke. It's a lot. That you inhale. That you bring down to the bottom, to your stomach. So I understand that. What if you want to get trash? You drink Long Island's? No. If I want to get trashed, right? If you're 21 or older, then stay with light, stay with dark. But don't be. Some people, I don't know. I have a friend that I spoke to some months back that I hadn't spoken to in a while, and she lives like out of the state and stuff like that. But she was like, yeah, I'm gonna have some. I had some wine the other day, and then I had some Hennessy, and then I drank some tequila. I said, girl, I cannot mix like that. I would be on the ground. Like, I would not even be able to enjoy the night. Like, what? But I don't know, to each their own. To each their own. Some people can mix. I cannot mix. I do tequila. I don't even do vodka, gin, none of that. I stick to the tequila. Like some of us, we've had phases, right? Where I drank Hennessy at one point. I don't know how, but I did. I was split a fifth with a friend, right? With girlfriends or whatever. With Henny and Coke. I don't know how, bro. Bugged out. But I outgrew it. And because it got to the point where those hangovers from dark liquor got way too strong. I would be nauseous until 10 p.m. the next day. I said, nah, I'm done with this. So I just do tequila when I do drink now. Let me see. Northern, oh gosh, okay. Malta. I'm dead, not the Malta. Let me see. Liquor before beer. Yep, liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Beer before liquor, you're never sicker. Facts. For most people. So, this is a Just Chatting Live because I realized that after my gym lives, people were staying to want to chat for a few hours. So I just made it 2 separate things. That's all. But yes, if you're new, don't forget to sub. And as always, super chats, channel memberships, and gifts, live gifts help support the stream. Okay, let's see where we're at actually with everything. I appreciate you joining. I love talking to y'all very, very much. I love doing these streams. I love doing the gym lives. Yeah, all of it. What else? The channel memberships, like I said, I have a couple of channel members in here right now. They're more personal. You get the badges, you get the random like lives, more like I'll be at work, I'll be out sitting at a restaurant, I'll be fixing something in the house, I'll just randomly go live. So you see more of me. Some of you want to see me without makeup so badly. I do streams without makeup on. I do streams without makeup on channel member only. And what else? You have your badges and you get priority responses in here. And then you become a moderator as well. Automatically, when you become a channel member, you are a moderator. But if you're here all the time, most definitely become a channel member. It's worth it if you're here all the time. So the gym live, I like that Tory Lane song a lot. So did you miss a gym live? I did a gym live around 1. I said I'm not going to do them that late anymore because, yes, a lot of you are not free to be in there at that time. So with that said, damn, Brittany, damn. Why you gotta do me like that? Tears. Damn, not the channel members. Freaking calling me out for looking rough with no makeup on. Damn. Straight for the jugular like that? That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy, Brittany. Damn. But yeah, I look different without makeup. I don't. Channel members would have probably been like, damn, this bitch is an ogre. Cancel. Cancel. So I look rough, but I'm not like, different person to the max. You know what I mean? So. This cross represents my faith and the love that I have for Jesucristo, and the fact that I know that God is protecting me and watching me every step of the way, and that He has a plan for me. That's what this represents. Just because I'm not covered from head to toe and I have titties does not mean that I'm not Christian, my love. But to each their own, okay? If you need a woman to be completely covered from head to toe, then please leave this live, okay? I appreciate your time. You're just joking. You love my authenticity. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not using filters. There's a lot of lights in here, though. 100%. A lot of lights in here. Just no filters. Yes. No, there's no filters on YouTube to be used like that. I don't believe so. I haven't seen any. Oh, wait. There's this little thing that I can hit right now. Now it says retouch on. And now it says retouch off. It does smooth your skin out. You see it? Yeah, see, like, I have a little pimple scar right here. It disappears. See? Okay, now it's off. Let me see. I am a mom. Yes, I am. Sure. Not a problem. My pleasure. Yes, this is my real hair. We actually just I had to cut off like 6 to 8 inches because I stopped maintaining it, and it was just getting like really split ends, not pretty. So we had to cut off a lot. But with that said, I was doing keratin treatments and I was dyeing it jet black. I'm not gonna do that anymore. My natural color is the brown, and this is the dyed black. You see it, the difference? Yeah. So we're gonna go back to this. Am I a gamer? Currently, not necessarily. Am I going to be playing a lot of games and technically, yeah, being a gamer soon once I get the PC? Yes. Will it be on this platform? I'm not 100% sure. I might just move it to another platform, and then if and when I do the gaming on a different platform, I will let y'all know that if you do want to watch me game, I'll be doing it on so-and-so platform. Okay? Not married. Sadly, I'm not married, no. But my time will come, whenever that is. Who knows? But not worried about it right now. I'm married to the game. I'm married to y'all, to building a business, and to motherhood. So we're okay. Thank you for showing love. Thank you. I give you lawyer vibes. I have a friend who's one of my best friends is a lawyer. She just has to take the bar. So we were talking the other day. Talking, and then it just came out that she has I'm like, you have a PhD? She's like, yeah, bro. I'm like, oh damn. I didn't know she had I'm silly. Like, hello, obviously if you did graduate school and you did law school and you have a PhD. So I didn't realize that. I'm silly. How do you balance being a mommy and a creator and a gym rat? Having a very good support system and an involved co-parent. His father is very involved. We have 50-50 parenting time. For the most part, he's very adamant about making sure that he has an equal amount of time that I do with his son. So that helps a lot when it comes to being able to do things like this, right? Because he's with his dad. So from Portugal, very cool. Hi, from the United States. Let me see what else we're talking about here. Hello. Don't forget to sub, please and thank you. And again, super chats, gifts, and channel memberships help support the stream. All right. Thank you for the love. Thank you. I love that y'all love to be here with me. I love to be here with you. Once again, gym lives, right? Gym lives, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Once again, 2 channel members. I'm going to stay on for actually 10 more minutes. We need two new channel members by 6:06, right? By 6:06, two new channel members, and I'll stay for another hour. If not, I'm gonna jump off right at 6:06, and then I'll be back tomorrow for tomorrow's Saturday. We'll talk more about when I'll be back tomorrow, before I jump off. Do I believe in lying for a good reason to protect a person? No, not really. I don't believe in lying at all. I said the other day, I think that a lesson that at least I learned that I think most people should learn in their early adulthood at a minimum is if you are going to want to lie about something that you did, then you should choose to not do it from the start. Like if you're, I'm about to do something and it's like, I'm going to have to lie to so-and-so. I'm going to pretend like I didn't do this. You probably shouldn't be doing it. So, yeah. But yes, once again, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9 minutes. 9 minutes. We need 2 new channel members, and then I'll stay another hour. All right. If not, I'm just gonna jump off on the live. But yeah, I don't think it's good to lie. I think we shouldn't lie. We should just try to be honest and do the right thing kind of from the start. And we're human beings. Obviously, we're gonna make mistakes and things of that nature. But to the best of our ability, yeah, I think honesty is key in almost any situation. So, yes. Excuse me. You said just subbed. New Mexico loves IronNori. I love it so much. Thank you so much. Any Botox? Wondering if I should. You're 27. I don't have any face filler or Botox right now other than my lips. I think that if you're thinking about Botox at 27, you should look for what is that called? The people that do the fillers and stuff like that. Somebody to do the injections of somebody reputable and somebody who's honest and really gonna tell you, like, for example, when I did the lips, I asked her, hey, anything that you see that you think it would make sense for me to get Botox right now? And she looked and she straight up told me at this point, no, you don't need anything right now. So somebody who's not just gonna be like, yeah, get this, that, the next thing just to get money out of you is my point. So get like a second opinion on somebody professional, reputable, right? Quality over quantity. And whoever that is, then if you're ready to, you pay those prices and you get whatever work done that they recommend if you're okay with it. But yeah, it goes like it's person to person. It all depends. All right, let's get rid of this because they've been in here for 30 minutes talking caca. So you love my streams. I love that you love my streams. Thank you so much. An esthetician, but I was thinking injector. My injector. Yeah, so that's what it is too. No, somebody said they're 27. What do you mean? But I said face filler and Botox. Nobody said anything about implants or cosmetic surgery. That's different. So yeah, I have fake boobs. I say it over and over and over. For I'm honest about it and I'm direct about it. So there's no reason to say you got implants though, huh? Because you sound dumb. Okay? Let's sit down a little bit. All right. I'm very, very honest about what work I have done, what stuff I have in my face, all that stuff. All right. So let's not do that. Good afternoon. Good evening. Yeah. Good afternoon. Good evening. Not next question. Oh my gosh, I just hate when people do that. Like, relax. Oh my God, let's talk about online commentary and how people are just very much too comfortable online with the things that they're saying. You said boobs are fake. They're awesome, lady. Great job. Thank you. They looked more fake before the baby. After you have a baby, your body changes and they dropped a little bit, so they look a little bit less fake. But in certain shirts, you can tell they're fake as hell. But so there's a little bit I talked about it a little bit in the short that I put up earlier before I did the gym live. But there's constantly on social media, talk of current events or public figures and things and ideas and speculations and rumors about things that are going on with current events and things that are going on with public figures. Now, I recently saw the whole thing with the members of one of the members of the last Love Island um, runs or whatever seasons, and then her significant other, current or past significant other, whatever. And a lot of stuff came out, like text came out, this came out, that came out, and then I went to her page like to look if she posted anything, and you see like the last post, and you see these comments underneath this girl's page, and it's just these women like saying the most, like, focus on getting on meds, do this, do, and it's just like, if you know, you know, because you already follow me and you are part of my streams. And if you don't know, I'm going to tell you now. My streams are very positive, very motivational, right? And sometimes a bit educational, about my life experiences, the things that I know in regards to life experiences and just fitness related stuff, right? But at the end of the day, I push positivity to the max, all right? Regardless of if I agree with somebody, I don't agree with somebody, with what they believe in, with what they're doing, it doesn't give anybody any right to say the most disgusting, horrible things that you could say to a person to their face or online. I just, like, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I really hope and pray, and I think that it will happen. At one day, the internet is going to consume society so much that the government is going to have no other choice but to make laws about what you can and can't say online. Like, if you say something so disgusting, or you're saying something so that makes somebody like unalive themselves, you should be held accountable. Like, you Americans specifically at this point have taken freedom of speech to the most disgusting fucking possible level ever. Some of you are way too comfortable with the things that you say online. And the saddest part is, you wouldn't say it to anybody's face. You're probably one of the biggest cowards on the face of the earth in real life. But it's disgusting. It's so gross. So my message here is just be careful what you say online, please. Care more about your digital footprint, because it's fudging disgusting what some people like have the audacity to say online. It's effing terrible. Literally terrible. But yeah, that's my forte. That's my not my forte, that's my take. That's what I meant to say. What's best protein desserts? Mine's the Quest donut. Oh, fitness related. Okay. Let me see. Here's the thing with freaking protein desserts. I'll like something for a little bit, and then I'll be like, ooh, I don't like it anymore. For a little bit, I liked some of the puff bars, the coconut one. There was a coconut one, and there was the churro one was okay for a little bit, but then the coconut one was okay for a little bit longer. But I kind of like get over them a little bit. Let me see. And then, did you work out today? I did work out today. Earlier today around 1 o'clock. Once again, like, I won't do one that late again. Thank you for the gift. As always, yes. Gifts, super chats, channel memberships help support the stream. We have about 1 minute left. We need 2 channel members. 2 channel members. If you're in here all the time, become a channel member. 2 channel members, and I'll stay on for another hour. If not, I'm gonna jump off in the next minute or so. Okay. Excuse me. You gotta teach your niece the mindset. Yeah, because it's just sad. People they just say the craziest stuff online. Words hurt crazy, and no matter how much, like, you just like, oh, that's not true to yourself and your brain. If you're reading things over and over, it's just like, this is why I say, like, I'm looking to be well off, but I wouldn't want to be famous. I don't want to be famous. I'm looking to grow y'all as an audience. Cool. But to be like crazy famous, no freaking thanks. Yeah. You said hi. You have to do your nail. I have one nail, baby. Hi. Are you gonna pay for them? If you're not gonna pay for them, please don't comment on my nails. Thanks. But yes. All right. I'm gonna do one more minute. 2 channel members in the next minute. 2 new channel members in the next minute, and I'll stay for another hour. Okay. Have I ever done CrossFit? I did 1 CrossFit class. 1. And it was straight. It was straight. It's just like it's not for me really. But I respect it though. It's just like a pretty cool form of cardio. So funny guy. You're not gonna pay for my nails, so don't comment on my hands, please. All right. I'm out. I'm out. Thank you so much for joining. Okay. As always, right? Number 1 is that y'all are joining and that you subscribe and that you continue to be a part of the live. Okay. Once again, become a channel member. You won't regret it. And I will be back. Depending on how today goes, I may or may not work out tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Okay? But regardless of that, I'll do a just chatting live tomorrow. I'm trying to think of what time is going to work on a Saturday for y'all. Like when would be a good time to do that? You think like 4 or 5 p.m. again? Maybe 4 or 5 p.m. again on a Saturday? I don't know. Let's do. I'm trying to think what time would make the most sense for tomorrow on a Saturday. Keep an eye on my posts. I'll post it. Keep an eye on my posts. You said stay, please. I said I would stay, but I said we need 2 more channel members for me to stay another hour. And y'all are not ready to become channel members yet, I guess. And I see a couple of you that are in here all the time. So, but whenever you're ready, you do it up, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna jump off because I said I would if we didn't get the 2 channel members. But I was on for an hour, okay? I love y'all very, very much. Oh, we'll let this person leave actually. Bye. I'll be back tomorrow, okay? Love you very much. Thank you for joining, and I will see you tomorrow, okay?